Nigeria's Central Securities Depository on Tuesday unveiled its new three-year strategy roadmap, having done with the first roadmap of 2016-2017. And some of the high points or the objectives presented by the Chief Executive, Haruna Jallow Waziri, include the adoption of blockchain technology for the CSD, as well as cross-border listings via the West African Capital Market Integration Council. Let's take a listen to Jallow Waziri.
The issue of LEI, you are aware that the G20 has made this mandatory from the 1st of January. For anybody to participate in their markets, you have to have an LEI, which is a legal entity identifier or something that you need to have before you trade in other markets. In Nigeria, it's becoming very important. It's in your interest that you also participate. So we are I think the second issuer in Africa or something, I can't remember, second. We're the second issuer in Africa. So we've qualified to issue by the Central LEI registration something. I think it's called, is it ANAN? ANAN, yes. They're the ones that actually issue out the right to actually issue LEIs. We've qualified to do that. Now, new business lines, because that's what everybody keeps asking me. So what are the new business lines? How are we going to do it? The CCP is one. We're going to partner with them. We're going to help them build it. And ensure that at least we have a market that's risk-averse, that's risk-protected from a derivatives perspective that, we also feel is a huge business in the future. Collateral management, we do very little now, so we're going to do quite a bit of it. The board has approved for us to invest in doing proper collateral management. And then it's not just equities, bonds, treasury bills, and all of that. We'll reach out to where the market is and push it as a product. Insurance repository, yes. As you know, we don't have one here in Nigeria. It's a fragmented market. You can't centrally find something. And we are working to build that line of business very quickly. We understand others are trying to do it, but, again, I keep talking about capacity and our experience. So this should not be a difficult thing to do. We will certainly push to do it. Data analytics, I keep talking about it. We have no choice. We need to build capacities, intelligence around data we have, and then connect and build APIs for everybody to come and connect and use what they want to do and charge them for it. That certainly is part of our big business thinking in the next 3 years. There are 2 or 3 commodities markets that are springing up. We will do business with them. We will clear for them. We'll settle for them. Albeit that if there are derivatives in those markets, the CCP will clear. But for the non-futures, the spot markets, we will clear for them. Because we don't have capacity to clear futures or options in the commodities market. These are the ones that we think the board has said, well, go ahead. We have budget to go and pursue it. Other things I would like you to do is we have to have more products in the market, initiatives that we want to do. And that should come in the future. EIPO is key. I wish I could bring it forward now, but it requires certain, developmental work to be done so that you can get it right, so that you can you're exchange agnostic. That certainly is something we're going to do as part of our initiative for the next 3 years. Of course, I talked about the lateral and vertical integration with other markets. We're going to pursue that because we think we have the capacity, at least in West Africa, to be able to be the CSD that everybody is looking at, especially when you look at the effort that has been made with WACMIC, which is the West Africa Capital Market Integration Committee, the efforts that have been made in trying to put the markets together. My understanding was that one of the key issues was language barrier. But this is what I tell people. If you're a trader in Lagos and you want to trade with somebody in Hong Kong, what language do you use? It's English. If you're in China, you want to trade with somebody in Australia, it's English. In London, in Germany, if you want to trade with somebody in Korea, it's English. I don't know why our Francophone friends are just worrying us to say that we must have things in English and French, when the French themselves are trading in English. I'm sorry? But it has already happened, so why just accept it and move on? Anyway, that's a debate for another day. Of course, like I talked about, technology. Again, we have to optimize the use of it. We have to be very innovative. we have to embrace the new and disruptive, things that happen in technology space. We have to have good research. Blockchain is the new keyword everybody's talking about, and I think is appropriately built for CSDs. Distributed ledgers, we're looking at it significantly. We're working with 1 or 2 people to even test corporate actions and announcements within the next couple of months. We'll work with AMIDA, which is our association of CSDs for Middle East and Africa. I understand that there are groups working on that technology separately because of the synergies that occur in terms of geographic regions and development. We will work with them to build. We will also look to build internally our own capacity for blockchain, or look at what blockchain can do for us, especially from a smart contracts perspective. Certainly it's something that we need to look at. And then there's a legal aspect of it which we have to deal with around those smart contracts. We'll establish an e-learning platform because we understand knowledge is key to how we improve what we do on a daily basis. We'll push for a smart way of touching everybody and making an impact, which will be an e-learning platform, which we'll build. Key to all of this is STP. We want to build as much STP as possible. That's the priority. So in our enterprise architecture, one of the key things that I think will come out as a strategy is the STP to everything and everybody. It removes error, it improves time efficiency, it gives it more integrity, it has an audit trail. So yes, that's key to how we think the technology can improve.
Haruna Jallo Waziri, the Chief Executive Officer at Nigeria's Central Securities Clearance System. And let's wrap up this edition of the Business Incorporated with this latest news. The world's largest foreign exchange reserves holder, of course you know that country by name, that's China, I just reported a new number. $3.161 trillion is the pot of money that China is sitting on as its FX reserves. That figure, that portfolio went up by about $21.5 billion in the month of January 2018 alone. That puts China effectively as the world's #1 country with the largest FX reserves. Let's leave it there for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm Bulson, and I will see you again really soon. Goodbye from Lagos.